Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another apartment renovation. Today I am renovating Pinecrest Apartments number 402, which is in the world of Evergreen Harbor, which came with the Eco Lifestyle expansion pack. And this is going to be an apartment for some first-time parents. I was imagining they are pretty busy with their new infant, and I just really wanted to decorate with the new infant stuff. This was actually built before I got my hands on Growing Together, but it was after we got the infant update. So it's including pretty much all of the packs except for Growing Together, and it has infant items in it. I had a lot of fun with this build. I think it's super cute, and I hope you will enjoy it as well. If you do and you'd like to download it, it will be available on the Sims 4 gallery, and you can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You could also find it under the hashtag MissGryphi, and that information will also be in the description down below as well. So the main thing I wanted to do in this apartment was experiment with using a lot of the new items from the base game update that came with infants and seeing how I could use those in like a really family-friendly space. So you'll see that here shortly, but first I'm trying to figure out the kitchen. I could not decide which counters and cabinets I wanted to use, what tile. I ended up using the countertops that are from Dream Home Decorator and pairing them with these cabinets from Parenthood. And of course I used a lot of Parenthood in here. I feel like the tiles are just perfect and a lot of the clutter items. So pairing that with infant things was amazing. And I feel like it's going to be really nice to combine with Growing Together as well. I'm very excited to play around with that. I also played around with the idea of using this new rug that we got for infants in the kitchen. I can't remember if I keep it there or not. I move it in and out so many different times, so I'm not sure if it stays or not. But you can see I'm grabbing all sorts of the new clutter we got, these toy baskets, baby wipes, baskets of things, just like so much stuff. And I'm going to be throwing around in this space and trying to make it look cozy and like just nice little family home. So we'll get there in the end, but right now I'm just trying to figure out how to make this space work. It's a little cramped and I wanted it to be that way. I wanted it to be super cozy. Like I said, these are first-time parents. This is the small space that they are living in and they had an infant, and I just thought it would be a really fun idea. So I made this little divider between the kitchen and the living space just to separate it out a little bit better, and then I'm trying to figure out what sort of rug and couches. And I end up using these ones from My First Pet Stuff. I really like using these because they're sort of like a sectional. They're not officially a sectional like the ones from Dream Home Decorator, but you can kind of put them together and they continue, and I think it looks really nice. So I decided to orientate the room this way, and then I put a little dresser over in this corner to put the TV on, which I think just worked a lot better. It's a weird layout, but I wanted it to feel more open instead of putting a couch in the middle of the room blocking off your way into the living room. I thought it made more sense to have it facing this way. So that's what I did. I also grabbed this little item from base game that has a bunch of like towels and diapers and stuff in it. And it's really funny because when I had early access to the update and to Growing Together, I didn't notice that item. So I didn't discover it until I was doing this build. So that was a bit of fun. I also put a bunch of clutter over on the coffee table, all sorts of things for your infant. And I tried to go for like a very bright, colorful, youthful color scheme in here, but I also didn't want it to be overwhelmingly childish. So I tried to like have a lot of stuff for babies around because, you know, they have a new baby. But I tried to, you know, keep some stuff not as childish. So that's why I didn't end up using this rug that I have in front of the sink in the living room space. It's really cute, but I didn't feel like it fit the theme of this apartment very well. I don't remember if I kept it where it is right now, but I thought about using it as like the living room rug, but I opted not to in the end. I actually used one from Parenthood in a really pretty like teal swatch. And then I decided if I scaled down some of these baskets to put on these shelves over here, that would look so cute. I was very happy with that. Just getting some clutter over here to really personalize this space and make it look nice and lived in. I also grabbed this calendar, which I will be moving. I just kept playing around with how I wanted to place everything here. It took a little while. I was being basically just very nitpicky. I really wanted this space to look super cute. I was very excited about the new items. And so it took me a long time to figure everything out, but I'm really happy with how it came out in the end, so it's fine. I also grabbed my favorite little plant to put up here. We actually have an emote war going on all month on Twitch right now, which is basically every subscription throughout the month of March gets a vote towards which new emote we get added on the channel. And it's between cutting boards and plant. And it's based on that little plant from the Blooming Rooms kit and the cutting boards that I have on the counter in every build. And it's like a heated thing on my channel. People are very passionate about which one they think should win, and I just thought I would point that out because I remembered while I was building this, I pulled out that plant and people were like, it's the plant! And there's always, a lot of discussion over adding cutting boards in every build, and I did that for a while just because I liked it, and now I can't add them to, or I can't not add them to a build on stream, or chat will demand that they are added. And I guess this is a good time to be like, hey, I stream on Twitch. If you didn't know, I stream there usually 3 days a week. Tonight will be, or I'm recording this the day before. I think I'm streaming 4 or 5 days this week, but I typically stream on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern time over on twitch.tv/Miss Gryphi. It's super fun and it's free if you'd like to come join us at any point in time. We just do a lot of building and chit-chatting, and I would love to see you over there if you're interested. But anyway, I am moving around the kitchen for like the 10th time. I could not decide what orientation I wanted all of the appliances to be in. But I think this worked out the best with the fridge under those shelving units I added. Oh, and then this is the little rug I put in the kitchen. I used the bath mat that came with the bathroom clutter kit. And then I just started grabbing all sorts of other clutter to put around the space. And it took me a little while because I built this right after the update came out and I hadn't updated my mods yet. So with the mods I normally have installed, it filters by each individual kit, whereas the regular catalog, it just puts all kits together, which I don't know why the Sims team hasn't updated that yet. With expansion packs, game packs, stuff packs, you can filter by a specific one. But with kits, it's like, here's all your kits. And there's quite a few of them now. So hopefully someday they do that, because just playing with it for a little while without my mods installed, I was very frustrated. So why haven't they done that? I don't understand. But anyway, over here, I just put like the little toddler shoes over that diaper rack. We got some more diapers here. They're just everywhere. I feel like you're going to need them constantly. They're going to be everywhere decoratively, but also if your Sims don't change your infants on the changing table, or if you only have base game and so you don't have the changing table, which I don't know why they did that. Diapers are just going to be on the floor. It's disgusting. It's messy, but it also gives me like very nostalgic vibes for The Sims 2. So I also kind of like it, but I think it's kind of upsetting that they didn't at least give us one changing table with base game. Like, I kind of understand, but I also kind of don't. So I don't know. That's kind of upsetting. I've heard a lot of y'all say the same thing, and I'm with you. I'm completely with you on that. But anyway, the living space is pretty much done now. And in the entryway, we're going to be actually like putting like a desk and stuff. But I think we might do the bathroom first. I'm trying to remember what order I decorate all of these spaces in. Or we're going back into the kitchen. Am I not done yet? I was so indecisive with this build, so I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, we are in the bathroom. I'm using the shower tub combo from Parenthood, which is one of my favorites in the game. The new one with Growing Together is also so stunning. It's very modern. I feel like this one is a little bit more family oriented and realistic with a shower curtain. And I do really want some more showers with shower curtains in the game, but I was very happy to get a new modern like glass shower tub combo. We haven't had one of those since base game, and this one is so much nicer. So I know that's not what I just used because I'm not building with Growing Together in this build, but I just had to mention it because it's on my brain right now. Anyway, this is going to be the infant's room. I went through like every color scheme you can think of, and in the end, I actually ended up using the crib, the Kindermaid one that matches the base game items in this pink swatch. I think it is so cute. I've been trying to play around with which cribs I want to use because I have a preference for the one that is like the new style crib that didn't match an existing gameplay or an existing base game swatch. But I've been trying to use the other ones as well, and I really like this one. Since I'm just building with base game, well, not base game, just building without Growing Together in this, I did not have a changing table, so I made a makeshift one over here. If you have Growing Together, I would probably throw the changing table over in that corner instead, so that way your Sims can go ahead and change diapers and not have to worry about them flying onto the ground. And also it's a cute piece of furniture. I really like it. But obviously I did not have access to that at this point, and this build does not include that. So just getting some other decorations in this space. I believe we get a mirror and a couple of paintings up above our fake changing table. I also really like the decals they put on the wall of those little trees. I just think this room overall is super cute, and the bear chair in the corner is adorable. I love this base game wallpaper too. I don't know what it is about that one, but I've really grown to love it recently. But this is that hallway I had mentioned when you first enter. I decided to just kind of make it into an office space. So we have a nice desk from Dream Home Decorator and just some entryway things like a rack to put your umbrellas in, a couple of paintings, and a little lamp there as well. It's a pretty simple entryway, but I think it serves its purpose and has what you would want. And then I get a trash can for the kitchen here, and then we'll move into the primary bedroom, which is just very blue and I guess neutral. I use the bed that is from the Eco Lifestyle pack. It's one of my favorite beds in the game, and I keep the items in here pretty simple. I wanted it to be a calming space. That tends to be what I go for when I create homes for parents that have like one kid. I'm like, they want to get away. They need to relax. So that was what I did in here, but that's pretty much it for this apartment build. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and click that bell to be notified when I upload. Thanks for watching and enjoy the screenshots. Bye everyone.